Good morning, welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. And today we're in a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 freight summit hauler conversion. This one is new to our lot, just about a week and a half ago. I want to start it off inside, kind of go over some of the interior features. Then we're going to walk around the truck quickly. If you guys have any questions, I know I've had a few calls on this particular unit. So this video is just to go over some of the questions I've had on that particular unit. So let me know if you guys are still interested or if you guys want to move forward after this video. So let's start off with some of the questions. One of those were the windows or the mirrors. Those are powered. The top ones are powered mirrors and the bottom ones are manual. So on the driver door you will find the power window switch. So right now we're going to take a look at the adjustment on the driver side window. So you guys can see how wide of a view you could get with those huge mirrors. And of course you could just flip the switch for the opposite mirror. The different horns we have, you'll find two different types of steering wheels that we come with. This one is one of the ones I like the most. But you have that circle in the center with the SCI on here. This is your city horn, and then you have your regular or your air horn, which this rope, you pull this and it will trigger that air horn. We got dual horns on top of the roof, so those will trigger once you pull that string down. Another question we had was the gauges on the dash. Okay, when it comes to your fuel, you have your fuel stick right here. It will go all the way to full once we fill this up. Your DEF fluid, we have 4 green lights. Once that starts going down, your DEF is coming down. So you do not want it to go to 1. What happens when it goes to the 1, it will turn green. It will stay green, then turn orange. And then once it's in the red, that means you are empty. So you never want your DEF fluid to go into empty. So I normally tell people once they fuel every 2 or 3 times, they stop for fuel, put DEF fluid. But again, you have that gauge right here. We do have 2 tanks here for air, a primary and secondary. You could see a P and an S. So those are your primary and secondary air tanks and your PSIs on there. You have your regular gauges here. You got your oil gauge, water, and transmission. And of course, your odometer reading over here right now shows you 875 miles. And of course, you have 14 volts on your batteries. And of course, the temperature outside is about 82 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now, your air brakes is engaged, so you'll see that red braking system right here. Okay, another question we had was the engine brake or the J brakes. Again, on certain units you will find 2 switches, guys. One of them will trigger it on. You will see that orange light turn on. That will engage the engine brake. Up is high, down is low. And once you switch that off, no lights are on, your engine brakes are off. With your cruise control, you have your switch that will turn it on. This one is to set, down, and up is to accelerate. So right now, if you cannot hear it, it is accelerating as I'm pressing it up. And now I could just cancel it off, turn it off. You have your marker light. You have your manual region button. Again, that's a button you don't want to touch. The truck does it automatically, so you don't have to worry about that particular button. Your traction control, your rear differential lock. You got your power windows for the fronts and for the rears. You have your optional switch. That optional switch, like previously, like yesterday we did a video, there was a cargo light switch and an optional switch. Some do come with those, with both switches. Some only come with one. So the optional switch will actually turn on that cargo light on this particular unit. Heated mirrors for your cold days or cold nights. And then you have your red dump switch, light test button. You got your lock buttons here. And of course your rear AC and heat. The blue is for cold, the red is for heat. And this one right here is the fan levels for the AC and heat in the rear. This is not an engine fan, so just wanted to make that clear. This is all tied in one. Heat, cold on your fan levels. Center will turn it off. Charging only. These 4 USB chargers only for charging. down here in this little circle bit here, once you plug it into your USB, that will give you access to your Android and Apple capability on your Stinger stereo sound system. We do have the Red Arc trailer brake system. This knob right here is your subwoofer knob. You do have a subwoofer underneath the back seat, and this will actually increase and decrease the volume. In the case of an emergency where sometimes we reset the stereo, if that bass knob doesn't work, please go into your settings on your Stinger radio. Your sound settings is your next stop, and of course you will see your subwoofer, is it on or off, your loudness, there's 2 different phases, and of course your subwoofer levels. I normally put it all the way to 15, so you'll have the capability of actually raising it all the way up, you know, just in case you love that type of sound. And of course you could actually go and equalize the sound on your speakers. Again, you could do some presets, tune it the way you want it, hold it down, and then you have your personal presets on here. This one does come with navigation. I haven't point out navigation on this unit in a bit, so this does come with navigation. Again, you can actually tune this to actually put all the dimension and everything on this truck into that system. You will know exactly what roads to take, what roads to avoid. You could actually go into the menu on this, and there is a part where a lot of people don't like that display or warnings. So you go into warnings and then speed alerts. That's something that will turn on every time you hit the speed limit. It will warn you that you are over the speed limit. A lot of people don't like that because it's very, very annoying sometimes. But again, you could actually turn those off and disable it if you don't want that. And of course, I just did that on this one. So again, this is a nice stereo system. It does have a HDMI connection where you could actually plug in your DVD player or game and actually sit down and play games directly on this. You do have access to 110 on the back end of this unit, so you do have 110 access to plug in anything with 110. So as we continue here, you got your regular AC controls, cup holders. We got 4 of them here and an extra one hidden in front of the passenger. Front seats are air ride with heated seats and lumbar system. You do have a nice storage box in here. Rear seat does turn into a bed. Again, it is DOT certified for a sleeper, so keep that in mind. You can go to a truck stop, relax for a minute or 2 or a couple hours, and then head on the road and continue your trip. So right now we're gonna show you one more thing. Everybody talks about this glass you see on top. Again, this is your mood light. So this switch that says mood light shows that infinity lighting that I call it. Really cool feature at night, especially when you're driving at night. This feature is amazing. So it's something for you to see for yourself in person, or when we deliver the truck to you. But it is a really cool feature. We got away from the overhead DVD player, but again, you guys could go to any of your audio places and add screens to the back of the seat. Those are pretty reasonable. There's different brands, different quality of screens you could get. And again, if you do decide you want that before it leaves here, we do have a company we work very close with that could get that done for you. Tinted windows as well, we could get that done here at our location. When we jump in the back, this one does come with a BMW turnover ball hitch, so we're gonna head to the back and check out the bed of the truck right now. And for all those just tuning in, as we come outside, you guys could see the exterior of that truck is red, one of my favorite colors. And I think that's why I designed this Summit Haul on this shirt, red. Just kidding. But nice red exterior. This is a Viper red. We do have some awesome storage areas in this bed. And then we try to use as much real estate as possible underneath the chassis to create that storage compartment. So every little nick and cranny we could find underneath here, we used it so you could have a really awesome storage compartment. Again, all the storage compartments are lockable. If you want additional storage, we can build one that will go behind the headache rack of this unit. It will be screwed into those 2 screw holes we got there. Right now, the lead time to build one of those storage boxes is about 8 to 10 weeks. So it is a little bit out there due to demand and product having the material to do it. So it's a little bit longer than the 6 to 8 weeks. So I want to apologize for that. But again, with these doors, again, it will open all the way. So we do have that bumper here to avoid scratching your fenders. Again, we do have that truck already set up with a B&W turnover ball hitch ready to hit the road with any gooseneck trailer. If you guys decide you want to switch this off to a Hensley trailer saver hitch, let us know. We can get that done right here at this location ahead of time, and by the time you're ready to pick it up or have us deliver it to you, we will have it all set up for you. We do have those Hensleys on stock in our parts department ready to go on any of those trucks. Bumper pull hitch, again, we do have inventory here as well. If you want a ball for your gooseneck or your bumper pull trailers, you could get one here as well. Your 7-pin hookup here for your trailers. We have a Voyager camera hookup here, and that system runs into your trailer. If you do have a camera in your trailer, you could just plug it in straight here and it will go directly to that Voyager screen we have above the driver's head. LED headlights throughout this truck for nighttime driving. Again, even daytime, if you turn those on, you will actually see that truck coming. Really cool feature, having those LED lights on the truck. Again, a lot of people ask about those tracks you see on the bed. Those are tie down straps. It is adjustable, so you do have the option of getting rings here at this location in the parts department, or some of those trucks do come with those rings. So the rings will actually go in here and you could adjust it all the way down. We do have a center part as well. So if you do decide you want a 3-way tie down, you could actually use that center part. But again, this is a very good system, especially if you're not towing anything, but you want to carry some material or whatever, you could actually strap those down easily with those adjustable tie straps. Dual tires in the back. We do have a counterweight on this unit because our bed is made out of aluminum, not steel. It's a little bit lighter, so we do have a counterweight on the rear of this truck to keep that truck on the road at all times. Wheel balancers throughout all 4 corners of this unit. Again, it will auto balance the vehicle while driving. Again, just such an awesome design that we did. We do have some 24s hitting the ground at our conversion. It will take a little bit before we see our first one, but again, I'm so happy to see our 24s chassis actually coming in. But with that being said, this truck does come with the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It also partnered with the Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. This one is a 3200 TRV transmission. This unit will produce 360 horsepower and 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. So you do see an increase in the horsepower and torque from the previous models, our 2021s, 2020s. From the end of 2021 to 22, the horsepower went up to 360 from 350, and it went up from 1150, from 1050 to 1150 foot-pounds of torque. So great combination of the Allison and Cummins engine. 100 gallons of fuel, 6 gallons of DEF. So just such an amazing combination, making this truck one of the best ones on the market. And with this color, again, hopefully one of the 5 customers that have called me on this unit, this will be in your garage pretty soon. So give me a call today. Myself or Larry Vickers will be happy to answer any of your questions. But feel free to reach out, contact me, text me, email me, whatever the case may be. If I don't answer right away, I will respond to you right after. So thank you guys for tuning in today. My name is Marlon Bledman, and I'll be your salesman, hopefully, on this unit or any of our units on the lot. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.